Hi, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the honor, the praise. Salakia. Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the honor, the praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do well. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered abroad. Alright, this is Brother Barbazar. Here with a lesson, and Lord willing, is edifying. So, this lesson will be entitled, Esau, was never meant to, to serve, the Lord. Okay? And, because you got a lot of Israelites that, for some reason, they always try to, come to Esau's side, support the Edomites, and, they have a place to be saved, and they can be saved, and, things like that, because it's not even about the, the heathen nations, right? Because you don't hear them say, the Chinese and the Asians and, Elam, East Indian, them type of guys, usually, it'll be the Edomites, right? Which we know is the so-called white man. All right, but when you read the scriptures, you actually have some sort of, spiritual understanding, right? You get to see that the Edomites was never meant to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and not just that, they never found any repentance. They were created to be the wicked. All right, ever since the garden, right, with the serpent. Okay, going down to Cain, all right, which, he was found worthy or unworthy, to, because of his sacrifice. And what did he proceed to do? He slew his brother Abel. Okay, so this same man, the serpent from the garden, all right, all the way down to Cain, then you go down to the Edomites, it's all the same spirit. Okay, so this man, the spirit, of the Edomites, all right, which the Edomites are the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, okay, has been around since the beginning, all right. So they were created to be the wicked, you see. But we're gonna start off with Genesis 25, right? 25. It says, or we can start at, actually, start at 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. Okay? And the children struggled together within her and said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord, you see. So ever since, in the womb, Jacob and Esau has been battling, okay, going against each other, okay. Verse 23, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. Yeah, going into Esau, the Edomites, all right, and Jacob, going to the Israelites, all right. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger, you see. So it's already been prophesied that basically that, Esau, he gonna lose that birthright. Okay? He was supplanted out of the birthright. He was never meant to have it. All right? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. All right. Now, why was this? Why did this stand out? Right? Why did him coming out red stand out, man? Going into him having a lack of pigmentation. All right. He came out red. You can see the blood, the red blood, through the skin. All right. And that's one of the main ways, of course, to identify an Edomite. The lack of pigmentation. Okay, so the Lord, gives clues, several clues, on who the Edomites are today, in which we know to be, the so-called white man. And after that, his brother came out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Okay? And this actually represents something. All right? And we can get that in the book of 2nd Esdras 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the world, you see? So Esau was created to be the wicked, all right? And he was also created to rule, all right, until the end of the world, okay? Take peace from the earth, all right? Be the wicked that's in rulership, before Yahweh Shah makes his return and establishes, that righteous kingdom, all right? Which, of course, Jacob, the Israelites, will be in rulership in that kingdom, okay? So, all the way since Genesis, the 25th chapter, you can already see where things is going, all right? The prophecies, going into, the Israelites and the Edomites, distinguishing the two, and what will happen, okay? So let's keep on reading. Going back to Genesis 25. Genesis 25, 27, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.